guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be really cool to share with you my 5-minute mommy morning makeup routine. This is something I've been doing for a little while now, but disclaimer, I have not always done it. Since I started having kids, I haven't really been in a great routine of taking care of myself. Putting on makeup for me has always been something that's made me feel a lot more confident, has made me feel just a lot more put together, more productive in my days. And when I have very small children, you know, newborns and, you know, kids who are still in diapers, for the longest time I just wouldn't do anything unless I was, you know, going out on a date, which is very seldom, or something like that. Where I'm at right now though, I've gotten into a really good routine. I find that if I take care of myself first thing in the morning, it just puts me in a really good mood. It makes me feel really productive. It makes me feel, you know, of course, put together, putting on an outfit that I like, whether it's a cute workout outfit or maybe, you know, a pair of jeans and a shirt like I'm wearing right now, just something that makes me feel good, really starts my day off on the right leg. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know in the comments below what other type of videos you might like to see, whether it's my skincare routine, a full face of makeup for, you know, date night or something like that, or something on a day where I want to really put myself together a little bit more and not be as minimal, even though this really gives me enough to just kind of feel put together and have a great day. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've already done my skincare for this morning. I also did a little bit of self-care Wednesday, and I did my eyebrows, took care of my 5 o'clock shadow that I get, and I also did some dermaplaning, which if you don't know anything about that, it's you can get these little tiny razors off of Amazon, or a lot of beauty supply stores carry them, and it just kind of takes a lot of the dead skin off of your face and some of that peach fuzz. It helps your skincare go on and penetrate your skin a lot better, and it also helps your makeup go on smoother. So that's something that I do probably once a month. So my face is feeling super smooth and clean. I'm having some hormonal breakouts right now. I have a 7-month-old. I am nursing him still, but I think my body's trying to go back to normal, and so I'm having some hormonal breakouts on my neck and in this area, which is very typical for me while I'm pregnant and at this stage of postpartum. So the very first thing I'm going to do is my concealer, and that really just to cover up the dark under eye circles that I have from not sleeping ever. And my favorite concealer are these little Tarte color correctors. I have both shades that they carry because in Hawaii I was a lot tanner than I am now in Virginia. So I have the shade light medium, and I also have the shade medium tan. So what I usually do to make it match my skin is I will put these down first, whichever one I'm feeling like using that day, and then I will top it with another more full coverage concealer. This really corrects like the darkness, the, you know, veins under your eyes, that kind of thing, and then I will top it with another concealer. So the one that I brought down for today is my Tarte Creaseless concealer. This is an awesome concealer. I know a lot of people are like ride or die for the Shape Tape. This is my personal favorite. I don't have to set it, but it's definitely dewier than the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape gives you a very matte finish, a powdery kind of look. For me, I don't like that because I do have some natural creases under my under eye, and with the Shape Tape I find that it just emphasizes them so much. So I prefer the dewier look. I don't have to set it, so that's what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to take the shade medium tan, which going on will definitely be a little dark for my skin, but then I'm going to top it with this creaseless concealer in medium, which you can see the color difference is pretty significant, so they'll kind of balance each other out. So I just take a little bit of that on my finger and I dab it. I put like a big mirror behind me here, so if I'm looking up, that's why. I just dab it under my under eye, and you can see it's not a perfect match for my skin, but it definitely does the job. And I just put a little tiny bit down the bridge of my nose, over my top lip, and on my chin. I get some redness on my chin, and then I also just like to do my top lip just to kind of balance it out. And then I'm going to take my Tarte Creaseless Concealer and just kind of put a dab under my eye as well, a little bit here, and just to make all the colors match, I just touch all the other parts. So then I just go ahead and I blend this out with my finger. I know a lot of people are really into beauty blenders, and I was for a long time as well, but at some point I just kind of got away from it. I just find this to be a lot quicker. I usually don't have a lot of time to do my makeup, and I like the warmth of my finger just really kind of breaks down the makeup a little bit and helps it blend into my skin a little bit more. So once I do that, I definitely tap any excess over my eyelids. So to set that, I've been just using this NYX Ultimate Edit palette, and it just has this really cool color scheme that I'm super into. So I'm just taking this lightest shade, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, and just setting my eyelids with that, just to prevent the concealer from creasing, because of course with opening and closing your eyes all day, you're going to get some creasing with a liquid up there. And it just also evens out the skin tone a little bit more and just adds a tiny bit of color, and I don't get too crazy with it. So moving on, I'm going to throw on a little bronzer. So without putting on foundation, I find that just putting a little bronzer right under my cheekbone, up in my temples, kind of under my chin a little bit, just kind of brings the look together and gives the appearance that I did put on more makeup than I actually did. So I just kind of run that right under my cheekbones, and I do kind of get it into like my blush area here because I kind of like that look, just like a very sun-kissed kind of simple. So you can see that's one side and without. The other thing I do is I always hit my temples because I have a bit of a receding hairline genetically, and then I have all of this postpartum hair growing back in, so this just kind of helps to conceal that a little bit and kind of narrow my forehead. And then I just take a tiny bit under my jaw, and I usually put a little tiny bit right under my nose. Okay, so once my bronzer's done, the next thing I do is just put a little bit of blush on my cheek. One of my absolute favorites is this MAC one. It's in the shade Sweet Enough, and it's just like the prettiest kind of mauve-y pink color, and it almost adds like almost nothing, but it's just enough that it kind of gives a little flush to my cheeks, and I really like the way it looks. So I bring this down a little bit on my cheek, and then I kind of sweep it up. And I already hit quite a bit of my cheek with my bronzer, so I just really go for the apples here. And I use a really, really light hand because of course I did bring some concealer into this area, and I really don't want to move it around, especially because I didn't set it. And I also usually dab, and I just kind of hit the very tip of my nose. Kind of like a funny thing to do, but I find that it just really gives kind of like a little bit of a healthy glow, almost like your nose is a little sunburnt, which I think is a really pretty look. So that's my blush. That's all I do. I've never been really big into eyebrows. In my family, we already have some pretty intense eyebrows. We all have to get them waxed and shape them and stuff like that. So I've never really had to fill in my eyebrows, but I do like to put something on them to hold them in place so they're not flapping around all day. So I use this Wow Brow. It's by E.L.F. It's literally like maybe $2. And it does have a little bit of a tint to it, so it definitely gives a little tiny bit of color, but mostly I just use it to just keep my brows in place for the day and give them a little bit of a shape. So that's that. Last two things, mascara, always a must. Even if I don't do anything on my face at all, if I'm running out to the grocery store and I have no makeup on, or I just want to feel a little bit put together, mascara is always my go-to. It just really brings your eyes to life. So this has been my absolute favorite mascara. I don't think I'll ever go back or try another one. It's by Thrive Causemetics. They're just a really, really cool brand in general, but this mascara in particular is called a tubing mascara. So instead of your classic mascara that just kind of coats your lashes, this actually like encircles your lash strand. And when you wash it off, it's the coolest thing. It doesn't run black and give you that like raccoon look. It literally just like peels off in the shower with the right face wash. You want a face wash that will kind of like foam up because it definitely removes it better. But this stuff is awesome. So I just give my lashes a quick curl. Does anyone use these anymore? I feel like these are like an ancient piece of technology that I almost see like no one using, but I've used an eyelash curler my whole life. I love them. So give them a quick curl, which alone without mascara really just changes your eye look. And then I just throw on, honestly, I really only need a coat of this. Unless I'm trying to separate them a little bit more, I'll go back over. But you can just see what one coat of this stuff does. It's amazing. Then I always just hit my bottom lashes too. And then I'm just really big into just like chapstick on my lips right now, but I do like to line them first. So this is by Kokie Professional. It's just their retractable lip liner in the color Nude. And I just like that it gives my lips a little bit of color, and then I honestly just throw like some Carmex over the top, or if I'm going out, maybe a little bit of lip gloss, but I really don't do too much to my lips. So I just start at the bottom in the center, work my way out, and then something I learned is to work from the outside in when you're lining your top lip. I don't fill them in, I just kind of line them and then kind of press my lips together to get it all over my lips. So that's it. That is my like 5-minute mommy makeup routine, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see like a full face makeup routine, let me know. If you want to see my skincare routine, I'm really happy to share that as well. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.